Hey guys, I'm not happy. This video is gonna get to you. I don't even know how to begin. The reason I'm struggling is because I understand both sides of this coin. But when I show you the picture that encompasses this situation, you're definitely going to change your mind and be in the struggle that I'm in. Alright, so what is this video about? I came across this article that a Florida lawyer went out fishing on a boat. He was 20 miles out, and I guess out of the cabin or something pops out this raccoon. So the guy, like all of us, immediately thought, is this raccoon sick? Rabies? Rabid? It doesn't say if he had kids with him or not, but at least there's one adult, a Florida lawyer, involved in this situation. He ended up forcing the raccoon into the water. The raccoon, unfortunately, was 20 miles out and was swimming on the ocean. Now, this created chaos because the smart lawyer put the information and the pictures out on Facebook. And apparently when he was able to get rid of the animal and saw the raccoon in the ocean swimming, he yelled, "Goodbye, sucker," and left him. Of course, left him to drown. That means die. So let's talk about this. I want you guys to put yourself in that position. Now, last night I was flipping mad about this, and I asked one of my Uber clients to tell me what his response was, and he said one way right away, like I did, and then when I show you that freaking picture, the whole answer changes. So I want you guys to play this game with me. So I want you to tell me what's up. So here you are, you went fishing. It's one of those open console, one center console boats. So you walk all the way around. You're 20 miles out. And from what one of my fishing buddies said, 20 miles out is not like being 20 miles out on a car where you can make it back in 30, 40 minutes. It's a lot slower. It takes a hell of a time. So let's say 2 hours. So you by yourself, or you with your little 7-year-old daughter, or you with your wife, or you with your kids are 20 miles out, and one of you decides to open the little door, and bam, here comes this freaking 60-pound or 40-pound, full-grown raccoon. You all know how beautiful they look, right? They got the big dark eyes, kind of like I do right now. Dark eyes make anything sexy. But hold your comments there. So what do? You open that cabin, the animal jumps out. Now it's you and your daughter, or you and your kid, you and your wife, or you by yourself in a center console small boat, 20 miles out, and this freaking wild animal is in the boat with you. We've all heard the stories. They're night crawlers, they eat garbage, they bite on anything, they eat anything, they could be sick, bacteria. We know they're fighters, they like to bite, they like to scratch, even though they're cute, just like me. So what do? I want you to think about this. Tell me your answer. Do you think that you immediately want to kill this animal with whatever you got on board? Do you think that if the animal is away from you, you can drive ride the boat all the way back 20 miles, 2 hours with this monster sitting in the front seat or the front area away from you that can turn on you at any freaking time and bite you? You probably get so scared you fall off the boat, and then he says, "Goodbye, sucker," and takes off with your boat, and then you're in the ocean dying. So what do you do? I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Go. Okay. I've given you enough freaking time to make up your mind as to what you would do. If you're a parent, I think I already know what you would say. If you're a hippie, I already know what you would say. But don't forget that very likely this animal is going to kick you, bite you, scratch you, and give you some kind of bacteria, very likely. All right. So now that you've made up your mind and you selected in your mind what you would do, now I'm going to show you this picture. And then I want you to tell me if your story changed. Ready? Watch this. Picture time. Okay. So what now? Crawling at the front end of the boat, begging for his life, scared face, holding on like half in the water and half on the boat, not knowing what to do. Did you see the picture of him in the freaking ocean, looking up, asking for help, with that little beautiful face? What do you think? Is your story changing? Because mine sure did. I went from freaking out and getting in the fetal position to taking out a gun or a rower, what do you call those things? Rowing paddle, and pow! To get him out of there so that he doesn't bite me or scratch me. And then when I see the freaking animal just sitting there on the edge of the boat, scared, like a little baby, not knowing what to do, it looked too human to me. You could read all his emotions right there. So then I changed my story. I said, if this little animal can sit there on the edge or in the front, I am going to drive 2 hours back and take him back and pull up on the shore, jump out like a little you know what, and then let him get out whenever he wants. I was not going to hurt him, and I was not going to kill him. Now we have to keep in mind that things happen, right? The world is not perfect. He was scared. There is a chance that when you're driving 2 hours back on a boat and you're in the center console looking at him in the front, there is a chance that he may want to creep towards you, and then what? There's a chance that he may come this way and attack you when you're looking up to see what's going on. But based on that face that I saw there, that position like that, I think the animal was very scared, and I think he would have stayed away. Especially if, as you're driving, you're making noise and, hey, get out, hey, stay over there, hey, you know, that kind of stuff. Would you be able to risk it to save a life? Can you put yourself in the possum's position? You were chilling. You found a HUD home that was foreclosed, and you jumped in and started living in peace. And 2 months later, out of the blue, the house is shaking. Somebody opens the door and you come out like, what's up? And out of the blue, somebody's going to throw you off into the freaking ocean so you can drown. Put yourself in that freaking position. Now, let's talk about how I found out about this. ARFF, the Florida Foundation, has a website. And they have a blog section that has all kinds of weird news like these. So you need to go in there and look and see what's happening to some of these animals, the abuses that are there. These people are doing an amazing job reporting on this and also fighting about the situations for the benefit of the animals. So they actually wrote a letter to the Florida bar when they found out that when the lawyer pushed the animal over to the ocean and left them there to die, and he posted everything on YouTube, all heck broke loose. People started complaining about it. So I guess it was brought to the Florida bar's attention since he's a lawyer, and the Florida bar sent them to a professional course, which apparently is a course that they send lawyers that have acted in between the lines, not too professional, but a little shady, but not enough to throw them in jail, those kind of gray situations. So they assigned the lawyer no penalties, no animal abuse, no anything like that, animal killing, nothing, just to go take a course. So this Florida Foundation decided to go ahead and write a letter to the Florida bar, telling them how disappointed they were that this situation was treated so blasé, which I believe is French for nobody gave up. Yeah, you know the word. What would I do? When I saw that picture of that little boy sitting right there, crawling by the boat, about to fall, it broke my freaking heart. I've been thinking about this situation for 24 hours, even though this happened in December. And it's now January of 2020. But anyway, I put it to the test. I was Ubering last night. I had a 25-year-old male in the back seat back there. And I said, hey, I'm going to throw something at you. And you tell me what your answer is. And as soon as I told him part one, he's like, oh, I would kill that animal immediately. I don't want that animal attacking me, especially if I got my daughter with me. I would take anything to beat it and beat it and beat it until it's bloody and dead, and then I would throw it over. And I said, yep, I know exactly how you feel. And then I said, but watch this picture, okay? And then I took the picture and I showed it to him. And when he saw the animal all scared and he saw the animal on the water, he was like, dude, oh man. Look at the animal, it's scared. There's no way I could have killed this animal. So the story changed. There are many options here. What could have happened? Clearly, the lawyer did not get bit or scratched or fought against the animal as soon as it got released from the cabin, right? Because he was able to kindly take a picture of the animal over there about to jump in the water. So could he have started driving back to save a life 2 hours after he just drove 2 hours? Or did he just say what every selfish sportsman would say? Hey, I just drove 2 hours here. I'm not going back. I'm going to fish. Animal, you're dead. Get out. Does that sound like a lawyer to you? You tell me. I have my answer, but I'm not going to say. But let's say this lawyer was more concerned about his family, himself, or whatever, or in a flash he's a genius and said, there is no way that I can drive 2 freaking hours back to shore without this animal coming and attacking me. So basically became a Mexican standoff. Mano against mano, you against me. So he decided that he was more valuable and put that little raccoon out to swim. I wish we had a video of what happened. Did the little raccoon stick his paw out as the guy was leaving and went, "Hey, thanks for leaving me behind, a-hole"? Was the animal floating and then a shark went and took him? The worst part is that the animal sit there for 4 or 5 hours floating until he couldn't do it anymore and he drowned. Terrible story. But I have to say it. In that position of life or death, we all have to make our decisions and live with them. Clearly, the guy taking pictures and putting it on YouTube, on Facebook, and then saying "goodbye, sucker" could have been just out of nervousness. Unless the guy was really a you know what, and he was happy like many people are to hurt the animals. You know, we react all different when it comes to stressful situations. So my job today is to tell you about this story, tell you about the foundation who reported it and who tried to get some more actions to take place. Go to this website. What's the website name again? ARFF. A for Apple, R for Robert, F for Frank.org. Check out their website so you can see some of the things that are going on out there, especially in Florida with animals. Read the article they got about coyotes. Lately I've been Ubering out in freaking north of Winter Park, and there's all kinds of neighborhoods with yellow signs that say "coyotes in the area, mind your dog and cat." So this might be another video to discuss. But anyway, I'm still pissed about the animal dying. I've already said my piece. So how should I hear you? I'd like to see if you decide, hey, I'm not going to take any chances. He dead! Or I want to hear if you would have said, you know what? That little boy looks scared. I'm going to drive 2 hours back to save a life. So if your answer is, he dead, give me a thumbs up. And if your answer is, I would have rescued and chanced of nothing happening to me for 2 hours so that the animal could get back to shore and live, give me a thumbs down. I got a feeling that most of you, after seeing that picture, are going to select the thumbs down. But when you are honest with yourself, you're probably going to say, it was me against him, and I had to take care of it. And I understand that too. Sad situation, right? I'm sad right here. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Yeah.